up, YouTubers? eveRide with a quick What's up, YouTubers? It's eveRide with a quick life update. Beautiful red cliffs of St. George, Utah. So anyway, I'm on my way to the district buildings for the Washington County School District. Pretty exciting, actually. Before I left on vacation in northern Utah, they actually offered me a part-time job as a special education teacher. And at first I thought, oh, you know, $8 an hour, put the kids in daycare. What's this guy doing? $8 an hour, put the kids in daycare. I'm going to be making $2 an hour for a foot in the door. No, thanks. And then they got back to me with a little offer, and it actually sounded really good. So I thought, yeah, for a foot in the door and to be home with the kids a little less, but have my wife be home with the kids a little more, that'd be great. So, you know, I thought that was a good option, so I took it. Now, I'd interviewed like months ago, and I'd turned in my resume, I turned in my resume even longer before that. So it was a pretty out-of-the-blue thing that they even interviewed me, let alone offer the job. Real quick story, I went on an insane ride with Jay and Mr. Duff Actor on Rojo's roller coaster, which is so much more difficult than it looks. When we went on it, it was A, 12 o'clock at night, B, torrential rain pouring down, like sideways rain, okay? We got outside of Duff Actor's garage, and while he put his garage down, like in that 10 seconds, we were already soaked to the bone. And it's a weird sensation to have water trickle down your boots. It was raining really hard. And then another thing is it was totally overgrown and just gnarly. Everything was sticky? No, slick. You know, it was probably the most treacherous ride I've ever done, and it was also extremely technical. It was really a ton of fun, but maybe one of those rides where it was like, wow, were we really smart doing that? But there's lightning coming down like every 10 seconds, and it, you know, on film it wouldn't have been, you couldn't have seen anything, A, because of the rain, B, because of the darkness, but it was crazy town. Anyway, I ended up getting stuck on a big switchback in some scree, and basically had to haul my motorcycle out of that, and it was crazy. Later in the week, I got kidney stones, and I was in a ton of pain just waiting for it to get, you know, the very worst, because kidney stones, you know, they just are brutal. And, you know, I decided to bite the bullet, and without insurance, go to the doctor. So I headed to the doctor, and just feeling around, feeling my kidneys, and he's like, hey, looks like, by the way your pain is located, you don't have a kidney stone. It seems like you've torn a lot of the musculature on the right side of your torso. So that was really good news. Didn't do a kidney stone or anything like that. So that was great news because I knew I wouldn't have to endure any more pain. But the even better good news was no parking. The even better good news was I got a call from the principal who I interviewed with, and he was like, hey, just so it turns out that one of our part-timers wants to go full-time, or one of our full-timers wants to go part-time, and since we picked you as the part-time guy, we'd love to have you on board to go full-time. So within a matter of minutes, it was like, wow, just excellent news all around. So yeah, I was really happy. Really, really happy with all that good news. And so yeah, I'm just going in to sign a teaching contract. Looks like I'll be employed. And but don't you worry, the business is still coming soon. It's switched a little bit, but still coming soon. But anyway, guys, thanks for following me. I know this isn't the most interesting thing, but appreciate you keeping up with me, and I appreciate all your good thoughts and whatnot. Anyway. Well, that was just plain exciting. Just a miracle, magical miracle. The funny thing is I'll be working 25% less, and I'm making 10% more than my last job. You know, as a teacher, especially in Utah, one of the lowest paid teaching states. You know, it's not going to be any kind of huge money or anything like that, but it's a job, and it's going to take care of my family, and it's going to be awesome. But truthfully, I'm thinking that I'm going to make a lot more money with the business that I'm working on. So I probably ought to mention that Mr. Duh Factor is now going to be referred to as the Bike Whisperer. My bike had this gnarly crackling, like rattling sound. Just bad news. And so I was all nervous about it. I didn't even want to start it. And we got up to his house and put it in his garage, and I'm like, "You want me to fire it up?" He's like, "Nah." He reaches down inside the guts and just tickles it. Just gives it a little tickle. And he's like, "Hey, go ahead, fire it up." So I fire it up, and brum, purrs perfectly. I've got my yellow seat on. I actually put the Suzuki gel seat on eBay. So if you want a gel seat that my butt has touched, not that that's in any way special, but if you want a Suzuki gel seat, it's on eBay. I think the final price after the shipping is like $140 or something. I think that's about $20 off for a new one. I figured that was a good deal. So if you want a Suzuki gel seat that's going to fit your Suzuki DRZ, why don't you go ahead and pick that up? The reason being is I tried a different kind of seat. I tried my brother's seat, and I am sold on that kind of seat. The gel seat is extremely comfortable, and I've heard a lot of people sing its praises. For me, I need a wide seat, and that really bothers people because there's more chafing involved with the wide seat. But I really prefer the wide seat. I kind of have no butt, so, you know. Anyway, go check that out if you want to buy a seat. The eveRide seat. I'll sign it or put some lipstick on and kiss it or whatever you want me to do. Just know that I am a YouTube nothing. You're basically, you could probably get more from, a signature of a homeless guy. Mr. Holiday from Holiday Rides said that he would hang it in it. If he had the money to buy it, he would hang it in his living room. Oh, one more thing. If you've seen Ride Victoria's latest video for his Voss helmet, that was insane. Go watch it right now. eveRide out.